Happy New Year! Hey investors! 2020 has been a great year for the stock market despite all the other events. It was a good year for my Project 1 million portfolio and it's up almost 52% for 2020. 2021 is going to be tougher in my opinion. The stock market is at an all-time high. Some of the stocks I own are at all-time highs and their valuations seem a little stretched. So I got to set more modest expectations for 2021. Let's take a look at the portfolio and I'll share some thoughts on the stocks I own and how I see them playing out for 2021. So this is how the portfolio is at the beginning of 2021. Amazon, Facebook, Google still are my main positions and they make up about 42% of the portfolio. And then I have some of my other favorite stocks which include Intuitive, Visa, Alibaba, MasterCard, and so on. Alibaba has fallen a lot recently and it looks quite cheap to me. I bought a little more and I might buy even more if the price keeps falling. My view is that China will not kill off one of its golden companies, the golden goose really. Whatever the differences with Jack Ma may be, it is not worth destroying Alibaba. So I see Alibaba continuing to prosper in China. There may be some restrictions on the kind of transactions you can do or the kind of businesses and holding its affiliate company can do. But I still think the future looks quite bright for Alibaba. Having said that, the events of the last few months have opened my eyes a little to the uncertainty that can face China companies. So I've always been a little cautious of owning China companies and I'm going to take a little bit of more caution going forward as well. Alibaba could well get delisted and another position I have, Baozun, could also get delisted. If they do, I can't really buy Hong Kong shares with the current broker I'm using for Project 1 million. So I'll need to think about what to do if they do get delisted. But even if they do get delisted, I don't see their share prices falling massively. They're really quite undervalued in my opinion. So I think this year will be a year when we see Visa and MasterCard do better. Travel will come back and they have easier comparisons against last year now, especially from the second quarter onwards. So the revenue should return to growth. Intuitive Surgical has done well despite the challenges. I think its valuation is a little stretched right now. So although I'm looking for small caps like Intuitive Surgical to add to, I probably won't add to Intuitive at the moment. I think stocks like Upwork and Trilio really helped my portfolio outperform last year. They were small bets, but they paid off very well because these two stocks just exploded. I missed out on Tesla, Shopify, Etsy, Zoom, and a lot of other high-flying stocks, but even just getting a few of them can really power your portfolio. I'm also quite interested to see how PayPal does. I think the mobile wallet space is very exciting. I haven't invested in Square because I think PayPal is the better option, but let's see how it goes. Apple, I mean, I've not been very optimistic about Apple, but it's always proven me wrong. It's done very well last year. I won't add to a stock like Apple, like I mentioned in my last video, because at 2.3 trillion, I see limited upside. But again, I could be wrong. I think Adobe and Autodesk will continue to perform well, just like they have over the last few years. These are stocks which have a strong economic moat. They're not going to get disrupted easily, so they can continue making money for their shareholders. I only slightly outperformed the Nasdaq 100, and the Nasdaq 100 really did amazingly well last year. I believe the Nasdaq did at least 45-46% last year. So I'm going to keep buying ETFs if I feel they're high quality, and the Nasdaq 100 is one of them. Other stocks I'm excited about include Teladoc and Baozun. I think Baozun looks very cheap and has good growth prospects. Is growing at about 20% plus and expected to continue for a few years. And so at a price to sales ratio of I think of between 2 to 4, looks pretty cheap. And Teladoc I think has good prospects as well. I think telemedicine has a bright future, especially in terms of virtual care and precision medicine, where medicine is more customized for the individual, such as the products that Luango has, where it has these diabetes machines and these high blood pressure machines that provide coaching to patients who use them. All of these other stocks, I think they are quite high quality as well. S&P Global, Costco. I hope to see Boeing bounce back this year. So I got assigned some Carnival shares. I will probably try to sell them off as soon as possible through a covered call. Beyond Meat has fallen quite a bit. I think it's down nearly 40% from its high. If it falls more, I think I might buy more shares of Beyond Meat. The space is very competitive, but I really like the founder of this company, and I think even if they can grab some market share, I think they can do well. I've started making those small bets that I talked about in my last video. I bought DocuSign was an earlier purchase, but I bought others like Zoom, CrowdStrike, Peloton, and even Bitcoin. So Cathie Wood has this price target of 400,000 for Bitcoin. My view on Bitcoin is that just like gold, I didn't really like own gold, and I don't really want to own Bitcoin either. But the theory behind Bitcoin is that it can disrupt gold, and gold has a valuation of about 12 trillion, I understand. And if Bitcoin can capture just 1/4 of that, that would be like 4 trillion or 3 trillion, 3 to 4 trillion, let's say. And right now, Bitcoin has a valuation of about 500 to 600 billion, I understand. So it can, grow quite a lot, it seems, from here. So for that reason, I'm going to keep my Bitcoin, and I might even add to it on significant dips. I think Intel can be a turnaround stock. I don't think it did that badly last year in terms of revenue growth. I think it's being unfairly punished. So I'm looking for it to grow this year. I don't really have an idea how Peloton will turn out. I like the social network aspect of Peloton. I think that gives it somewhat of a moat. But I'm not sure how strong that moat is. So I just buy a small position and I hope for the best. And that's pretty much my thinking with Virgin Galactic as well. And with some of these other stocks like Big Commerce, Wish, which is a small e-commerce player, but it recently IPO'd and it has a lot of cash, and Neo. You can see my cash is negative right now. I'm into margin territory because of the Carnival shares that were assigned. So in total, we have about 303,000, nearly 304,000. So 2019 was a good year. 2020 has been a fabulous year. So let's see how 2021 plays out. So in terms of what I've been doing in December, this is what I did. Like I mentioned, I've been buying into some of those uh, I would call speculative stocks like Peloton and CrowdStrike and Neo. I sold some S&P 500 and booking to make the cash so that I could buy those stocks. You can see what else I bought over here. I also bought some Amwell, Intel, as I mentioned. I bought some Baba, as I mentioned. Bought some Baozun as well. Bought more Baozun here. I bought this Nasdaq put because the Nasdaq is at all-time high, so it's sort of like some protection. If the Nasdaq continues to go higher, I might buy more puts. Hopefully, this will give my portfolio some protection in the event of a crash. As I mentioned, I got assigned those Carnival shares, and I'm looking to sell them as soon as possible. So in terms of options, this is what I have currently. So not that much. I think I can probably sell more put options so that I can have more cash to buy more stocks. I don't see any major risk. A lot of these options are going to expire this month. So there's only these options that I need to take note of. And I think the prospects of these options getting assigned are very low. And by the way, if you're interested, you can click the join button on my YouTube homepage, and I will post updates during the month about stocks I'm watching or maybe even trades that I make. I hope you join that, and thanks for supporting the channel. So in terms of the comparison, the S&P 500 did about 15.96%. Nasdaq has done about 43%, it seems. Baron Fifth Avenue, which is a good fund that I followed, did about 48%. Berkshire Focus did about 58%. But nothing compares against the standout performance of the ARK ETFs and Scottish Mortgage Investment Trust. So Scottish Mortgage Investment Trust is about 106% and ARK ETFs are about 150%. So my learning from 2020 is that I've discovered Cathie Wood, I've discovered James Anderson from the Scottish Mortgage Investment Trust. And so I'm going to follow more of their ideas and see if I can incorporate some of their ideas into my portfolio. And hopefully my performance can match up with their performance this year. Are there other investment fund managers that I should follow this year? Let me know in the comments. Or are there other stocks that I should keep a close eye on? Let me know. Thank you for watching and have a great year. So if you like what you saw in this video, please give this video a thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel if you have not, so for future updates. And if you like the general platform, the eToro platform, and you like the ability to copy good investors, I suggest you join the eToro platform. You can use my link in the description tab, and you can even get an extra $50 to start trading. So thank you for watching. I hope you took away some good points from this video. I hope you stay with us on this journey, this long-term journey, and we'll see you in the next video.